All right, today we're pulling back the curtain on something that makes the internet, well, feel instant. It's this invisible global network that stops your favorite sites from crashing right when you need them. Let's dive into how it all works.
Oh, you know the feeling, right? There's a huge new product launch, the season finale of your favorite show, a big game is starting, you hit refresh and crickets. Nothing. It's basically a digital traffic jam, and honestly, it's an incredibly common problem.
Okay, think of it like this. Imagine one super popular food truck trying to serve an entire city. What happens? The lines get crazy long, the kitchen is totally overwhelmed, and pretty soon the whole operation just grinds to a halt. That is exactly what happens to a website server when there's a huge spike in traffic. But what if that one food truck could magically clone itself and put a copy on every single street corner? That's the big idea here. So let's talk about the solution, the Content Delivery Network, or CDN for short. So what is a CDN? Well, it's basically a huge network of servers spread all across the globe. The magic is, instead of every single person having to go to that one main or origin server, the CDN stores copies, or what we call a cache, of the website's content in places that are physically closer to you. And that simple idea, you guys, it changes everything. So how does this global shortcut actually work? Let's say a website's main server is in Los Angeles. Now, if you're in London, your request isn't going to travel all the way across the Atlantic and back. No way. Instead, the CDN is smart. It routes your request to a local server right there in London, which has a copy of the content ready to go. Bam! It's delivered almost instantly. And the best part? The main server back in LA is totally protected from all that traffic, so it doesn't get overwhelmed. You see, this is so much more than just a neat little trick. It has absolutely massive implications for how the entire internet works. And the payoff? It really boils down to three huge things: speed, scale, and of course, security. And these benefits are game changers. First, you get that optimized delivery, which means faster load times for your videos, your games, your apps. Then, you've got massive scalability, which lets sites handle those crazy traffic spikes. Think global sporting events or a new season dropping on a streaming service. By serving content from those local edge servers, it also takes a huge load off the main server. And this is a big one. It adds this powerful layer of security, putting those servers on the front lines to absorb malicious attacks before they ever reach the core.
And when we talk about security, the level of commitment here is just staggering. For example, a single major provider like Microsoft has pledged to invest this much in cybersecurity for its network over just 5 years. $20 billion. Just let that sink in.
In that number, it isn't just about servers and software. It's about people. That investment funds a literal global army of over 8,500 security experts in 77 countries. These are the human brains working 24/7 to keep this massive distributed network safe from threats.
Okay, so that's all the theory, but let's bring this down to earth. Let's see how this stuff actually plays out for real businesses. From something as high stakes as delivering live sports to something as simple as letting you order a burrito for lunch.
So check out these two scenarios. On one hand, you've got First Light Media. Their challenge? They needed to stream live video with near-perfect 99.99% reliability. For them, moving to a cloud platform with a built-in CDN gave them the global scale they absolutely had to have. Then, you've got Chipotle. They just needed a fast, modern app for people to order food. By using a CDN, they could build it super quickly and plug it right into all their existing back-end systems. See? Two totally different problems, one really elegant solution.
But you know how it is. Technology never, ever stands still. The internet we use today is way less about just downloading files and much more about interacting with these complex, dynamic applications. And that means the classic CDN, well, it's got to evolve to keep up.
And we're seeing this major shift happen right now. The classic CDN, the one we've been talking about, was built to deliver static stuff, things like images and videos that don't change much. But the modern versions, like Azure Front Door, are becoming true application delivery networks. What does that mean? It means they don't just send you a file, they intelligently manage all the complex back and forth traffic of an interactive app. This makes the whole experience faster, way more reliable, and it provides a much more sophisticated shield against all kinds of modern cyber threats.
So if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. A CDN isn't just some nice-to-have feature for making things a tiny bit faster. It's become a truly fundamental piece of the internet's infrastructure. It's what allows our favorite services to be reliable enough for us to depend on them, scalable enough to serve the entire globe, and secure enough for us to trust them.
So the next time you're streaming a movie without any buffering, or you're on a website that just loads instantly, you'll know the secret, right? There's a global shortcut working tirelessly in the background for you. And it really makes you wonder, now that you know what to look for, where else out there do you see digital traffic jams that are just begging for a global shortcut? Thanks so much for tuning in.